So we're on our way to the hospital for Cytotech induction. Cytotech. We're supposed to be there between 6 and 7. It's 5:36, so we are heading that way, and we'll keep you guys posted. And yeah, that's it. Say hi, honey. Hi.
Okay, here we are. It's 2:10 in the morning of the 25th.
We had 2 doses of Cytotech. First one started at 7:15. Second one was at 10:35. And now my contractions are too close together to have another one, but they're not strong enough to change the cervix, so they called the midwife, who's coming from Lacey, to break my bladder. And we called our birth photographer, who's also coming from the Olympia Lacey area, to take pictures. What else, honey?
You have an IV drip of penicillin, starting your antibiotics. There's the drip, and
that's for Group B strep, because I am Group B strep positive.
So we'll do another one in another hour, and
then every 4 hours.
Every 4. And here I am.
There's Dad. Daddy.
It's me. It's my little baby coming today.
In his cot. We slept for a couple hours, so sleeping's good, right?
Very good. So we're a little rested, and we're gonna move to another room here in a little bit with a tub.
And here's the baby.
And there's the baby. He's coming today.
It's April 25th. April 25th.
Yeah, 2012. All right.
Bye.
Bye. Okay. So
I have no idea anything that's going on. I don't know what time it is.
All right. It's 4:35, and you had your water broken at 3. So we're in active labor, I believe, and we're in the tub in this beautiful room, the sconces, and having a contraction. So that's all for now. Here's mommy and baby. There's little Uriah. First picture of Uriah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
2 guys.
Not very many people.
Isn't he?
Are you hungry?
Yeah, he's looking for some food.
Are you ready? Already?
Do you like your legs up or down?
Hello all. So I have been really bad about getting this up, my birth story. I really apologize. But I finally got my birth photos back, so here we are, and I think that I can go ahead and try and run you guys through it. So we had a really good experience. So we had gone to our doctor's appointment, our 40-week appointment on the 24th in the morning, and we were 3 centimeters, 80% effaced, and we were given the option to do a Cytotech induction with gestational diabetes. They wanted us to have this baby no going over, so we were at 40 weeks at that point. Actually, the doctor had my due date at the 25th, and it was the 24th, but I had been calling it the 24th my whole pregnancy, so I guess they're right and I'm probably wrong. But so we opted for the Cytotech induction, and we were told to go ahead and go home and come back to the hospital about 6 o'clock. So we went and grabbed a bite to eat, and we went home, and we repacked the car, because I had unpacked the car because I decided that my eagerness and my preparedness was keeping this baby from coming. So I had unpacked. So we repacked. What's the matter? So we repacked the car, and we headed back to the hospital after we got everything ready. We got there around 6-ish, and by 7:15 I was checked in and on the monitors and given my first dose of Cytotech. And after the pill, it's a pill form, and after that what happens is they monitor you for an hour, and then you get up and you walk for 2 hours. So it's a 3.5 hour cycle and you can have up to 3 doses of the Cytotec. So after the first dose, they sit you down, they strapped on the monitors again, and they do a 20-minute monitor to see how the dose affected you and whether or not you need the next dose. So we did all that, and about 10:35, they decided that I was able to have a second dose, and we did that, and the cycle repeated itself. And when it was time for my third dose, the contractions were too close together. If your contractions are 3 minutes or less apart, then you don't qualify for another dose. So at that time, the nurse checked to see where I was, and I hadn't really, I was only about 3 centimeters still, but I was 100% effaced, and my bag of water was reachable. So she decided to call the midwife to see if she wanted to come in and break my water. She had gone home for a little bit because it was about 2 a.m. now. The midwife said yes, she was on her way, so she was heading back. She lived about 30 minutes away, as well as my photographer, so we called the birth photographer, and they were coming in, and they got there, and by 3:15 my water had been broken, and we started walking again, and my contractions were getting pretty strong. Once we got moved into the labor room, I was laboring on the birthing ball for quite a while they filled up the tub and stuff. I got in the tub. My contractions were really close together, though they weren't super painful, but they were close together. So Joan, my midwife, decided that she wanted to go ahead and see where I was. So she checked me. I was a little apprehensive. I didn't want to hear that I was only 4 centimeters and I had a long, long way to go. But I let her check me, and sure enough, I was only 4 centimeters and I had a long, long way to go in my mind. So while I was in the bed getting checked, they were refilling the tub. So that took about 20 minutes. And I remember laying there, and I looked at Jeremy, and I just said, oh my gosh, something is wrong. I'm only 4 centimeters, and I have got to push. I have the urge to push so bad. And so Joan came over, and she's like, well, let's just check and see what's going on. And she checked me, and I had gone from 4 to 8 centimeters in 20 minutes. I have timestamp photos to prove it. I cannot believe how fast it happened. So they got the tub ready, I got back in, and it was game on. Sometime after 5, I was back in the tub pushing with each contraction, and baby was stuck for quite a while. He was taking his time. His little head did not want to come out for nothing. At one point I was just like, I can't do it, I cannot do it, and Jeremy was like thinking to himself, oh my gosh, she can't do it, and Joan looked at us and she's like, she can do it, don't worry, she can do it. And Jeremy's like, oh, that made me feel so much better. Of course, he told me all this later, but Uriah Justice was born at 6:32 a.m. on April 25th, his due date. He was 9 pounds 2 ounces, a big, big boy for me, and 21.5 inches long. He is beautiful and perfect. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. And it was the most amazing experience ever. I am so glad we did a water birth. I am so stinking glad we had a birth photographer to capture this moment. So thank you to Carissa Pierce Photography, located in Olympia, Washington, for being there to capture our moment. And thank you all for being part of my journey and watching our videos, and stay tuned for baby Uriah updates.